Hey folks, welcome to another Triple T Thursday. For those just joining us, that's Tools, Tips, and Talk, where we'll discuss info for the knife maker. In today's episode, we're really just going to cover new projects that are coming up since I'm ramping down on the Wakizashi build. And that one will be ready this Sunday, so definitely stay tuned for that one. It'll be the final reveal, the cut test. I'm very happy with the blade. I'm actually going to sharpen it right after this video. So let's talk about what's coming up. The very next project is going to be a kukri. I've never done a kukri, so I figured it's time. For this one, I'm actually going to do it in a mono steel, and I'm going to concentrate on forging this time. Got to forge it out of this guy, which is ADCRV. Also, what I've actually never used. I've had this piece for a long time, but never used it. So we're gonna focus on forging skills and getting this down. You know, I'll use the press a little bit, but mostly with the hammer and really forge it to shape. So I'm looking forward to that. So stay tuned. And I think I actually might do a stone wash on this one. So hopefully it'll look pretty cool. After that, I think my next build is going to be a group build, or I don't know how you want to say it. I'm going to be doing multiple knives. And I've never done this before. I'm always like, work one knife, beginning to end. So after the kukri, I'm actually going to do three identical knives in different configurations, different steel configurations. One's going to be a Sanmai, one's going to be mono steel, and one's going to be something else. And I'm actually going to go through all of the shaping, all of the profiling, all of the grinding in all three knives at the same time. So I'll have three knives at the end. So I think that'll be interesting, and it'll be good to kind of practice all three stages on three knives at the same time. So I think that'll be a cool build for you guys to watch. And that one will definitely be a multi-parter because there'll be three knives. So it'll take me a little longer on each build.
Okay, folks, in the tool part of today's Triple T, I wanted to talk about clamps. The old saying goes, you can never have enough clamps. And in knife making, it is so true. So there's all kinds of different clamps you're going to acquire or should acquire over time for different purposes. Let's start with the spring clamps. I use these ones in particular, I use a lot for leatherworking. In fact, I keep 8 of these at my leatherworking station to clamp around leather. You just got to make sure you have a piece of leather between them so you don't leave this little mark on your leather. But they have a good spring to them. They're not super tight so that they make a divot, but they're just really good all-around clamps. I think I bought these at Walmart for 4 of them for like $2.99 or something like that, so you can't go wrong. And they work really well. These, very similarly, they're a lot stiffer. I don't think I would want to use these on leather, plus they're very focused. They're not flat like these, but they're really strong. These are good for just holding something. I use this one to do the Ito wrap on the Suka for the Wakizashi, you'll see in the next video, which is why I just bought these. So those are spring clamps, really useful, probably the most versatile. Next is these kind of, I'm not exactly sure what these are called, but you can get these in different widths. You can kind of get them close and then screw these down. I use these almost exclusively for handles. You can see there's epoxy all over this. I also like it that these have plastic inserts here so I don't damage the handle or anything like that. So these are super useful, and that's what I use those for. You definitely need yourself some metal clamps. You can see this one's all discolored. That's because I was holding something and using the acetylene torch on it. You definitely want a clamp for that reason that has no plastic parts so that you can clamp something in it, maybe like Damascus. I clamp these around Damascus billets so I can weld them, and I'm not afraid of, you can see there's even some weld spatter on this, which is fine, and these things aren't that expensive either. This guy is just a bigger version of this. The reason I bought this was to put knives in it where I'm doing full Hidden Tang knives, and I want to put the whole knife in here and glue it together. I don't actually use it as much as I thought I would, but I have it. Lastly, these kind of spring clamps, quick grip. I actually don't like this one. It doesn't have any kind of spring on it, as in it kind of stops and there's no give to it. I don't really like this. Given the chance, I would not have purchased this one, and it was, for what it is, was more expensive than any of these, and this one is definitely a better clamp than this one, so I would avoid that one. But these guys, I think, are your essential clamps. Everyone should have at least some of these.
So let's go on to the viewer knife section of today's Triple T. The knife I'm going to show today, actually there's a few pictures of it. It's from Matthew Rich, or McRich1978 is his handle on YouTube, and he's been a subscriber for quite a while. So I thought I would show his knife. It's his fourth knife. It's a gift for his father, and I think it looks great. It's way better than my fourth knife was. It's got some jimping on the spine. It's got looks like, I think it's got a stone wash, and it looks really good. I'm really happy with a fourth blade from anybody that looks like this. So congratulations, Matthew. Really nice knife. Folks, check it out. And if you haven't sent me your viewer knife and you want to see it on Triple T, send it to me. It's the channel name, no dots, at Gmail, and I'd like to get it up here and show it. So thanks, folks, for joining me on this Triple T. Look forward to the kukri build, and make sure you watch this Sunday for the finale of the Wakizashi build, where we reveal that one and do a really cool cut test. Thanks, folks. We'll see you on the next one.